Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Eminent here with another rant video. This one is called Yu-Gi-Oh! Hoarders. Of course y'all know what hoarders are, but if you don't, there are people that basically collect items and stock up on them, and sometimes they get rid of them for future use or something like that. But sometimes Yu-Gi-Oh! Hoarders are different. You have ones that are greedy, that are willing to buy 3, 5, 7 boxes of cards, and then every card they get out of it, they usually keep it. They keep it, don't trade, sell, or use it, or they will make sure no one else gets it, or they will just basically it all comes down to greed. But now there's a difference between collecting and hoarding. The people I know, there are several of them. They actually collect the cards because it's something that they like, so they like to have a showcase of them. I collect the hero cards. I have a friend that collects ice barriers. I have a friend that collects X-Sabers, and so on and so on. I understand that because it's something that they like. They actually use them, but it's just like to have a collection of them, something to show off, something to say, hey, look, my hero collection is basically a showcase for my accomplishment. I set my mind to collect all the hero cards, and I did it. So I keep getting more and more to show that I achieved my goal. But when someone else wants to make a hero deck, I put my collection on hold and say, okay, you can get your hero cards first because I want to get in your way. Because I understand how it feels to have someone get in your way. Trust me, people out my locals do it a lot. People who get in the way of your trades, they'll bug you about stupid stuff and get to like try to take trades from you, and you trying to get this card you wanted for a long time, and someone else jumps in there and steals it off for you, and then it just, the people at my locals are getting worse and worse and worse. Even the people that you wouldn't even expect. But like, the game just changes people sometimes for the worse. It makes them greedy and selfish and stubborn and stuff. But that's beside the point. That's not what this video is about. But it annoys me to the point where you have people who are trying to maintain themselves in this game and get the cards they need, and they can't even do that because they have people that are hoarding these cards and keeping them from getting the cards they need, because the people that are hoarding these cards only ask for cards that are worth a lot, and the person who needs these cards don't have the cards they're looking for that are worth a lot. They ain't getting them. So let's say you're a little kid and you saved up $80. Now you're waiting for the new set of Order of Chaos to come out because there's several cards in there you desperately need it, and you know you probably wouldn't be able to trade it because your trade stuff is low. Now you went into your local store to go buy one box, and the box just came up like a couple days before or the same day, but let's just say the same day. You walk in there and find out that all the boxes have been sold out. So what greedy motherfucker bought all the boxes, or what several greedy people bought all these boxes? And then now you have $80 that you saved I don't know how long up to get the box you can't get. Now, I understand this from a financial point of view where the store is trying to make money, but I think stores should say one box per customer, and then at the end of the day, they offer it again. Okay, we have these many boxes left. Anyone else wants them? That way, everyone has a chance, whether good or high or low chance, whatever. You still have that chance to get the box, and everyone can get what they want, possibly. But when you have people that walk in there and buy like 5, 6, 7, 3, 4 of these boxes because they're trying to make money out the game, at the same time they're trying to make money for themselves, they're keeping stuff away from other people. Now, I'm not trying to say everybody you get a hoarder's cards are bad, because I know several people that actually help people out through their hoarding, so it's not a loss. Like in all my rant videos, it depends on the level your attitude in the game and how far you're willing to go with it. Because not in all my rant videos, I'm not saying everybody's bad. It's how far you go with it. Hoarding can go from, okay, you're doing good with it, to you're doing bad with it. Like if you have someone, let's say for time's sake, someone had a Chaos Emperor Dragon, and I know that card's bad, but that's just an example. Someone had Chaos Emperor Dragon, you're trying to get that card off them. They said you're not trading it. Okay. You come there the next day or the next week, and you come to find out they still had Chaos Emperor Dragon. Okay, and you ask them, can I trade it? They're like, nah, I might sell it. Okay. You come back there the next day or the next week, so either 3 days or 3 weeks have passed. You still see Chaos Emperor Dragon in their book. You ask them, can you trade it this time? They be like, no, I might use it. Alright, now, this is where it gets annoying, because this happened to me many times, and it still does. You have this person or people who have these cards in their book that they never use, they never sell, and they never trade. It just sits there in their binder, book, whatever. collecting dust, and they're not doing nothing with it. Those are the hoarders I don't like, because you're keeping these cards from other people. If someone is willing to offer you a trade, and you like the card they're offering, and the card that they want, you can agree that you'll trade, but you don't want to trade it for whatever reason. I don't understand that, because that means you're keeping these cards from people, and you're causing people to quit the game. You're causing people to change their attitude, and you're causing people to basically act in a way they don't want to do, which is basically change their attitude because of the way you're acting. So it makes no sense that people in this game are sitting there and doing this to each other. I'm not saying give people cards, just work out some kind of agreement. Okay, I will consider trading this card, but maybe not this time. As long as you pretty much are willing to offer, but they don't have exactly what you want, that's okay. I'm not saying you have to trade it, but to sit there and just have this card in your book for days and weeks and months and years and not trade it, what is it you're trying to do with this card? Now, I understand you're either trying to collect it, or it's something that was given to you by a friend or family or loved one. It was something that was given to you by for a gift, birthday, or something like that. Those reasons are those are the reasons that are understandable. There are many other reasons out there, but I might not name every reason. There are understandable reasons to why people do stuff like that, and I understand those. But to be a person who has no particular, that card was just bought, like they opened up a pack and got this card, or bought a box and got this card, or found this card. Like, why is it? What is your reason to keep this card in your binder for days, months, and weeks? Why? What are you trying to do with it? You're not selling it. You're not trading it. You're not using it. At least consider giving it, trading it to someone who's going to at least use it. That way you can get something that you'll use in exchange. Stop hoarding these cards from people. It gets on my nerves. I have $90 saved up. It gets on my nerves that I can't even, like, buy something half the time because the greedy motherfuckers at my place, it was not my store, but at the locals I go to, keep buying 3, 5, 7 of these boxes, and then they get sold out. Because that actually happened to me. A couple days after Order Chaos came out, me and a couple of my friends went to my locals Illusions to buy a box of Order Chaos, and guess what happened? I was saving money up just for this occasion. They didn't have it. So that means someone or some people bought so many of these boxes in a few days after it came out that they sold out. So me and my friends were asking them when they're going to get a new shipment. They're like, we ain't getting no more. We're waiting for the special edition ones. How do you think I felt? There's still cards in there I don't even have yet. There's still cards from old sets I don't have yet. There's still cards from beginning sets I don't have yet. Because why? People ask for this, and people hoard these cards. So it's hard for people like me and my friends, and I'm sure a lot of people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, to keep up in this game when you have people who are asking for too much of this, or they keep these cards from us. Now, I'm not trying to say us in general, as in specifically they're trying to keep it away from us. Well, it's just a simple fact that they're hoarding cards, and for whatever reason they may have, it better be a good reason. Because I'm slowly getting bored in this game because of the fact that the people's attitudes in this game are starting to piss me off. I had friends that when I first met them at my local store, they weren't this bad. Now look at them now. I can't stand them now because of their attitudes in the game change. And I'm sure they had help from people with bad attitudes. Being bad role models caused them to act like this. That's beside the point. There's no excuse to change yourself. If you don't let someone else's attitude change your attitude, that's different. But, like, for some reason, like, let's say people who have cards always say that people who don't have cards are bitching and complaining. Okay, you're not in their shoes to see why they say the things they say. You haven't experienced life from their eyes to know why they feel this way about Yu-Gi-Oh. So until you understand what they're going through, until you put yourself in their shoes, stop saying that they're bitching and complaining. Just because you have stuff and they don't mean anything. Keep that up and karma's gonna bite you in the ass. I know a lot of people at Illusions that do that crap. Because they have all the stuff they need, or they can keep themselves in the game, they think that everyone else is bitching and complaining and that they had no reason to be in the game. They tell them to quit. Who are you to tell them to quit? Who are you to tell them to quit? You're no one. No one can tell no one to quit this game. Because this game is for recreational purposes. It's there to keep people active and doing stuff on their free time. So who are you to tell them to quit the game just because they have something negative to say about the game? I'm sure you have said something negative about this game at one point in your lifetime. So you should quit then. So think before you speak. Because I'm getting tired of people saying that to me because it's getting on my nerves. I don't even want to go to my locals half the time because I'm getting tired of dealing with these people. But I have friends I like to talk to, so I go out there to deal with, to hang around them. So to tell me to quit the game because I'm getting bored of it, it's like saying if you get bored of anything, you should quit. No, just because I'm bored of Yu-Gi-Oh, don't mean I can't play it. It keeps me active on Fridays. So stop trying to be my father. Stop trying to be my relative, because you're just someone who just speaking from you're speaking from a one-sided situation. Basically, you're speaking from your side, your wealthy side, your side that can get stuff, and you're just talking down to everyone who can't get stuff, saying that they're bitching, saying that they're complaining, saying that they're whining, all because they can't maintain themselves, or for whatever reason you're saying that they're bitching and complaining for it. Everyone in their lifetime bitches and complains. I'm sure the ones that say people bitch and complain are bitching and complaining, because if you tell me all I'm doing is bitching and complaining about the game, then you're bitching and complaining about me complaining about the game. So who's at fault here? Everyone has their own opinions. Either you like it or you don't. Shut up and leave them alone, or hear what they got to say. Because I'm getting sick of it to the max. I am this close to losing it at my locals because of these people. So that's pretty much all I gotta say on this subject, because this game is really getting out of hand. It's getting on my nerves. It's getting out of control with the people's attitudes. So either change the attitude, or this game, the people's attitude is going to spread like a virus and infect everybody. And when the game happens, when that happens, I'm not being a part of the game no more. Everyone's going to be an asshole. So stop hoarding cards from people, because we all should be helping each other out. We're all humans here. We should be looking out for each other. At least consider trading something to somebody if they have something you want, and try to work out an agreement. If it can't happen that way, okay, fine. Say, no, I'm sorry, I can't trade it, but I would. That will at least let the person know that you were thought about it, and you would have, but it's not the right time for it. Don't just sit there and have this card sitting in your binder for days and weeks and months, people. If I don't like a card, I take it out of my non-trade book and put it in my trade book. My non-trade stuff that I actually had deck ideas with, it's only 3 binders that are like that. And I took a lot of stuff out of it now, so I wouldn't be surprised if just one binder is empty and it's not just 2 of them. There's those really slim binders like that are 9 card slots per page, 18 page cards, something like that. So don't tell me I'm a card hoarder, because I don't like cards. I'll put them right in my trade book, and my trade book gets bigger and bigger every time I cycle out. And I do trade my hero cards sometimes, just the rares in the comments. My hollow one is the one I use as a showcase, and it's that big. It lets people know that I was determined to do something and I achieved my goal and did it. It's my legacy. It's pretty much my token of being able to achieve something because I set my mind to it. And people understand that. I just hope you understand that. So this is Eminent here out. Hope this game changed for the better, but you probably won't. And I don't care how anybody feels that are hearing this video, because everyone has their own say in something. You have to look at everything from 2 different sides, not just one side. I pretty much told you in this video the side of people who have stuff and the people that don't. People that want to make money and the people that want to have fun. There's always 2 sides to something. And the game is pretty much one-sided, to where it's more about the money. It's a good thing to see Konami is actually trying to help everyone who doesn't have money by reprinting cards as commons and lower rarities. I like that. But at the same time, it's going to cause all decks to look the same, because the easier the cards get, the more decks are going to start looking the same. So that's the downside. So I don't know, but everyone just do their own thing. I don't really care anymore. So y'all just do you. Comment, like, subscribe. This is Eminent Hero. Another rant video. I'm out.